Over the summer, I had a girlfriend named Chris, who I met online through a mutual friend. Our cultural differences were large, and the gap between our time zones was even larger. She lived in Canada, and I lived in the Philippines. But despite that, we eventually started dating after getting to know each other for around 2 years, even going as far as having a joke wedding in the server we were in. However, our romantic relationship didn't last long, not even past a week. There was nothing wrong, really. She was great, and she thought I was great, and we really did click. But something inside the both of us agreed that we would be better off as platonic wives than future romantic ones. We're still very close friends. I contemplated for a long time about this, both during and after our relationship, and at first I thought to myself that maybe we weren't as compatible as we thought, or maybe neither of us were ready for a relationship at the time. And of course, I did ask myself the inevitable question: did I even love her? That question kept me up at night, and for a while I couldn't put my mind into anything I did, before I eventually arrived at an answer. Yes, I did love her. But maybe not in the most romantic sense. I loved her as a close friend, and for now, that was as far as we could go. We were both content and happy with our current relationship, and our short time as girlfriends didn't give us, either of us, a sore spot. In fact, I nearly forgot it even happened a month later. But at the same time, I continued to think about it on and off, and even after analyzing my own behavior from both before and after we started dating, I noticed something else. Why was it that I couldn't confidently say immediately that I loved Chris, but I could very easily tell everyone around me that I loved something intangible? After all, isn't the most definite and satisfying form of love supposed to be love for the others around us, like family and friends and, yes, romantic partners? Why is it that I can hold love for a fictional character longer than I can for another human being? I'm sure there's a psychological explanation that can answer my questions, but I'm not looking for a scientific solution. No amount of knowledge about the chemicals in my brain will ever thoroughly explain something so personal and intimate to me. Taking it a step forward, how can I even say I love something when I'm not even sure what love is? I've always had trouble sympathizing with people, let alone empathize with them. Yet, I cry over fiction faster than I can freely express my joy from being with another person. Was it because the story I read or the characters I sympathize with aren't real? Is the veil of fiction all it takes for me to be more emotional? If love is supposed to make me feel free to express myself, does that mean I don't truly love my family or my friends? No. Honestly, there is no such thing as a true love. Love is true in and of itself, whether it be for the people we've spent our lives with, or people we've never actually met, any random object, and even things we can't even touch. Love is love, and that's all. How did I come to this conclusion? Well, I simply thought that this thing makes me happy, whether I'm able to express this or not. I know it makes me happy, and I know it brings me joy, and I know it brings me comfort. Therefore, yes, I do love this thing. And it's the same for people. I know this person brings me joy, and I know this person brings me comfort, and thinking about this person never gives me negative feelings. Therefore, yes, I do love this person. And the moment I realized that is the same moment I realized that I'm a much more sympathetic person than I've always thought myself to be. Sympathy simply isn't limited to whether I can express my emotions and be certain of it. It's my ability to love and understand. I love this keyboard. It makes a very satisfying sound as I type, and it helps motivate me to write. Simply because I love the sound it makes. The sound it makes brings me comfort, and it makes me happy. I love acting. Pulling off a line and having an audience believe I become the character I act as is very satisfying. And the thought of entertaining others brings me both joy and satisfaction. I love my mother. She brings me comfort and joy, and although we're different people, we can still spend days together without ever getting tired. She knows when I'm sad, and she knows when I'm truly happy, and I know she loves me too. And I love myself. The things I'm able to do amaze me and makes me proud. Despite all my flaws and shortcomings, at the end of the day, I can still confidently look at myself in a mirror and say, yeah, that's the person I love the most. So, what is love to me? Well, love to me is something absolutely nonsensical, but logically sound at the same time. Love is any feeling that leaves me happy and satisfied. Even anger can be love, even sadness can be love, even fear can be love. It's an encompassing emotion for any other feeling that leaves me happy. And really, that's all that matters to me.
Just have to love myself. Don't need nobody else to tell me right, bring me life, walk with me through hell. Just have to love